You know how they say you can't watch Tucker Carlson, and the reason why they say that, by the way, is because he's effective in joining populist left and populist right together to fight against the imperialist wars, and so that's horrible. They can't ever do that, and so that's why it's extra bad to watch Tucker Carlson. Except what's weird, as if the rest of Fox News is okay, as if CNN and MSNBC are complete garbage, right? Doing the biddings of the oligarchs that are suppressing poor black and brown people. Of course they are. They're denying them health care, and MSNBC and CNN prop those people up. So why do I bring all this up? Because this is going to be interesting. Surprise, Tucker Carlson draws the most Democratic viewers in key demo, even topping Rachel Maddow. So there are more Democrats watching Tucker Carlson than watching Rachel Maddow. More Democrats in the key demo. In the key demo. And all I'm saying, there's that many Democrats watching Tucker Carlson. Are there really that many Democrats working for the NSA? Really? Well, here we go. There is an entire cottage industry within media dedicated to disseminating Tucker Carlson's nightly Fox News musings to presumably liberal audiences who may not be tuning in to hear what the leading conservative voice is telling his large following. Yes, it's a cottage industry, and that's why we have the media watch blob, Brian Stelter. That's why he has a job. Okay. But recent data from Nielsen, MRI Fusion, I never heard that before, suggests those nightly dispatches may not be necessary. Why? Because, you know, if you want to go to watch the Young Turks and people with MSNBC contracts, their whole playlist is about how much you should hate Trump and Tucker Carlson. That's all they have. They're appealing to the brain dead. And, well, turns out in October, the most recent month for which data is available, Carlson's 9 p.m. Eastern Time program was the top cable news show among Democrats in the advertiser coveted age range of so there are more people. Isn't that something? I find that interesting. That's by the way, that's a big advertising demographic. So maybe some advertisers are realizing we should be going after Democrats on Tucker Carlson's show instead of Rachel Maddow's. We'll get more. Because right now, Tucker Carlson gets almost zero advertising, except it's for catheters or the Mike the Pillow guy.
Mike Pillow advertises with?
You know, the Pillow guy, whatever that guy's
Mike
name.
Mike Pillow, I call.
Mike Pillow. So that's kind of it. Here we go. Keeps going. The Nielsen numbers reveal that in October, Fox News unsurprisingly got the majority of the audience of self-proclaimed Republicans, with 69% of them overall tuning into total day programming and 73% of them in the demo tuning into primetime programming. Boy, this is just terrible. I mean, you're not supposed to watch these dangerous shows yourself. You're supposed to let people like Brian Stelter tell you what they said. Boy. 39% Democrats watch him. That's more like 39% Putin-crats. Am I right? Come on, get the F out of here. CNN and MSNBC split the remaining conservatives with totals in the low double-digit percentages. Fox News also commanded the largest number of independents in the key news demo during prime time and total day hours. 55% of those, between 25 and 54, watched Fox News in primetime, compared with CNN's 23% and MSNBC's 20%. Wow. That is, come on.
That's something.
No joke. During total day hours, 58% of independents in the demo watched Fox News. Wow. These are big numbers, folks. This is kind of unbelievable. More surprising are the stats about Carlson and Fox News poll with self-proclaimed Democrats. Of those demo-aged viewers, of those demo-aged viewers surveyed who identified as Democrats, 39% of them chose Fox News. That's really stunning. 31% chose MSNBC, and 30% chose CNN for programming from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Wow. If you're upset that people trust Joe Rogan more than they trust CNN, well, now you can also be upset that they trust Fox News more than they trust CNN. Wow. Democrats turning to Fox News more than they're turning to CNN and MSNBC. This is quite a story, which is why you haven't heard it, because it's actually important and shows you that they're losing the narrative. And so what is their response to losing the narrative? Double down on calling their enemies liars and white supremacists, doubling down on turning against workers, and ignoring the story. That's how they handled it. In total day viewership, Fox News grabbed 42% of Democrats aged 25 to 54. CNN nabbed 33, and MSNBC got 25.
Jeez.
I'm with you, Kurt. Carlson was top among Democrats in the demo across all of cable news that month and ranked third place among Democrats in total viewership, too. Oh, my God. On the top 4 programs among Democrats in total viewers, Fox News had 3, The 5, Tucker Carlson Tonight, and Hannity.
Hannity?
That's crazy. The top spot in total viewers went to MSNBC's The Rachel Maddow Show.
I watch Rachel and I watch Hannity, and then if there's time, I tune into Tucker.
That's crazy. And now Rachel's leaving to start a conspiracy podcast. Who's going to fill that space? Neil Young? Howard Stern? I'm just spitballing here.
I think Howard Stern's a good choice.
I think he's a good choice. These numbers only account for October, but reveal that Fox News's and Carlson's sizable audiences are not that easy to define. Oh, you don't think they are? Because someone just did define them. They said, look, there's all the people on the left and the people on the right. And, you know, Russell Brand is one of the guys on the right. So it's easily to define.
I like to say it's like auditioning for a high school play. Like, you don't pick what you are, we'll tell you, and then
yeah, that's right.
You'll see if you made the cuts on our list.
Consider Carlson's ratings that month. In October, Carlson's show was the top-rated program in the demo across all cable news and was the second highest-rated show overall, coming in only behind Fox News' late afternoon panel show, The 5. In total average viewers, he netted 3.081 million viewers, so 3 million viewers in the demo. He secured 483,000. What? That's a weird sentence. In total average viewers, he netted 3 million. And in the demo, he secured 483,000. Okay, I got it. For the entire year of 2021, Tucker Carlson Tonight was the highest rated program in cable news overall. Isn't that something? Bringing in an average of 3.2 million total viewers with 535,000 in the demo. So, boy, all their demonizing and and for sure, Tucker Carlson has some views I find odious. I totally disagree with how he frames things around immigration. And I'm sure there's a few other things I have a problem. Homelessness. And I would love to debate him on that stuff.
Oh yeah, the homeless one
yes. So, but there's lots of people with lots of egregious views and odious views that call themselves Democrats. Also, right now, there's lots of people who call themselves progressives, smearing workers as white racist supremacists. Workers who are effectively protesting. So there's lots of people who have lots of odious views, and most people.
War is not one.
Right. So that's the thing about Tucker Carlson is he stands up against imperialism in the war, and that's a big deal. They don't do that at CNN. They don't do that at MSNBC. They don't do that at ABC or CBS. They don't do that anywhere else, on Fox even. They only do it at the Tucker Carlson show, which is why it's such a big deal. And now you know that their campaign to demonize every one of their political adversaries as a deplorable or as a white supremacist or as a racist is failing. It's only winning with the people that that already think that way. And they're successfully dividing the country. That is happening. But people like Tucker Carlson are bringing people together on the left and right populist against war. We always reach out to the people who are on the populist right because they're for the same things we are. They're for ending the wars. There's for universal health care. They're for education. They're for living wage and free speech. So that would be, that's a lot in common right there. Right. I'll probably disagree with them on guns. I'll disagree with them on, I don't know, Social Security. I don't know what else I disagree with them on, taxes. Maybe certain regulations. Who knows? Climate change, I'd probably disagree with them. So it's a mixed bag. Kurt, go ahead.
The most shocking thing to me, because the Tucker thing doesn't shock, because I figured there's got to be at least a portion of Democrats who are still anti-war and not, it's like a lifestyle brand where you just go along with whatever the party wants. But Hannity, that's wild. Like, you remember years ago, this is the last time I watched Hannity ever, but it was during, we were in Iraq, and that reporter from the Christian Science Monitor had been kidnapped, this female reporter. And Hannity, he makes that eagle from the Muppet Show face of he goes,
yes,
let me tell you, anyone that would kidnap a woman, that's not a good person. And he makes it, that feel like, wow, Hannity, standing up.
What about if you bomb them? How about that? Is it okay to bomb women? Because we do that all the time.
I mean, it was just such a stupid,
yes, I know. We're doing live stand-up comedy in Los Angeles on February 12th, February 18th, February 20th. We're in Philadelphia. We just added a second show. And back on February 26th here in Los Angeles. It's our intimate 60-seat theater. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link. And then while you're there, you can also become a premium member, get access to all our stuff.